you. It tells you how this watch first video tells you how to share with tracking activity, how to use the funnel that we've built with your leaders. And that's going to be your go-to. And then of course you have the replay from last week to refer back to as well. So this is the funnel. You'll notice there's an extra video here, and that's because we're giving leaders the ability to customize these first two videos should you choose to. But the funnel itself works brilliantly as is, no customization needed. So share with Riemann this one right here. So we're going to do a few things today. We're going to learn how to use the teleprompter. We're also going to make sure that you know how to save your unique gym site, and we're going to make sure you know how to send out a scheduler link. So let's start with the gym site first, because this is going, how many of you have ever used Bitly or Tiny URL? Anybody? I had premium accounts because I had to buy so many, because I hate those big long URLs, especially like a Zoom replay. Have you ever noticed how long a recording from a Zoom is from the cloud, how long that link is? And so this is going to make them clean. I always say it makes them pretty. It's the pretty links. So on your app, whether you are on your phone or on your device, I want you to click on the circle that has your initials. That is where your settings and your extras are. So click on that circle that has your initials on it. It'll be on the top right-hand side if you're on your phone. On a desktop, it's top left-hand side. And then you're going to click this gear for the settings. Click that gear for the settings, and it opens up a window that looks similar to this. Okay. Everybody there, give me a thumbs up or a nod so I can see 50%. All right, Felicia, you're my pace setter. You guys ever done like a 5K, a 10K, a marathon, half marathon? There's the little cart. That's the pacer cart. So you're my pacer. I'm going to be watching you since your camera's on. So now you'll see some options. The first option you'll see is gym site. Gym site, this is your URL. This is what makes them pretty. Click on that. And mine already, you can see I have lots of links here. Yours will look something like this, choosing your name. And so here's my suggestion. Choose something simple and easy to spell. If your name is hard to spell, don't use your name. Use maybe your initials or something. I put just my first name. This is going to be your subdomain. And so you want this simple. Don't put ICD signature line beauty queen. Like, don't do something long like that. Pick something simple, typically your name, because everything you use ACE for, whether it's business or personal, you can use a gym site for. So I typically ask people, don't do it with your business name. Do your personal name or something really clean, because no matter what you'll use it for, it'll be applicable. So once you put your name in there, make sure there's no spaces and it's all lowercase. And then you should hit the black create button, and it worked. Felicia, that worked for you? All right, you got your name? Okay, so once that's done, now you have the option, you'll have a plus sign here. So there's two pieces to the gym site. The gym site, now you own this. This could be your new link in bio on Instagram, on TikTok. Instead of Linktree or Milkshake or any of those, you now have felicia.gym.site. You also can create, for now, an unlimited. At some point, we'll probably realize we should put a limit on it. But as of right now, you're grandfathered in, and you can see how many of these subdomains I have. So Bree.gymsite/BGI meeting takes them to my calendar. I've got one that takes them to my family portrait, because that's just a demo. You can make anything you have saved in ACE its own pretty link now. I used to pay a lot of money on GoDaddy for a lot of domains. So you could have Felicia, I'm just assuming you put Felicia, I don't know if you did or not, felicia.gymsite/Zoom. And that will take them into your Zoom every single time without them needing Zoom IDs and all of that. And you don't have to pay extra domain names. It was so fun this year when all of my renewals for GoDaddy came up, and I got to get rid of 18 domains because I replaced them with gym sites. Felicia, go ahead and unmute. I'm seeing your face. You're like giving me the praise hands, basically. I love it.
I have so many domains that I own on GoDaddy. The amounts of thousands of dollars that I have spent creating all these URLs. So this is just like mind blowing to me. I literally just renewed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars right now.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so fun next year when you don't have to. It's like it adds up $42.99, $21.99, and they get you because it's only like $1 the first year, but you're stuck for the rest.
Right, with privacy and all the things. Yes.
Right,
Thank you.
right. You're welcome. So you can, again, I'm going to show you how to add. And so now you're going to hit the plus sign. You're going to select a gym you already have in your account. So let's say you wanted to use the Share Remon funnel. You click that. Now it's going to give a suggested name right here. It's always going to use, it has to be lowercase and no spaces. But I could change that and I could just put Remon. So I could put brie.gymsite/Remon will take them to that funnel. You could also put your Remon replicate it website. You guys have really clean ones. It's like abigail.remon.com. So that's pretty simple. But if you wanted a link to a specific product, a link to anything, you guys, anything that you have saved, as you can see, as soon as I hit that, anything I've saved, whether it's a flyer, a website, a PDF, a page, a video, anything that is saved, I can make a subdomain for. And then you just put in here and I can put dash whatever I want. It all has to be lowercase though, with no spaces. There's advanced settings to it. You can leave this alone for right now. If you're familiar with SEO, this is what that does. You can put in a description, a title, and you can choose a thumbnail that will pop up when you share this link on a text message, or, when you share a message, it populates a thumbnail. You can choose the picture you want for that, and this will help. If none of that made sense for you, thumbnails and SEO, don't do anything with it. Leave it alone. You don't even need it. And so once you decide what the name of it's going to be, you just hit add link. But let's suppose I made a digital business card in my ACE. I could hit set as homepage, and then that means anytime they hit this brie.gym site, it will make this the homepage for that with no slash. Now, I'm not going to do that because I don't sell Remon and I don't want people going to my link in bio and who's finding Remon. So here's, once I've got it saved, you've got 4 options. Eyeball means I just want to look and see what it looks like and check the link and make sure it works. And it does. I've got copy, which means I want to copy that link to my clipboard so I can send that link out now. I've got edit, which will allow me to change anything that I've put on the link. And then I've got trash can, which means I want to delete it. And I'm going to delete this one because I don't need it. All right. Any questions on this? Abby, go ahead.
If you're creating if you're creating a contact and sharing the link, but you do it from right here, can it still be tracked? How's that work?
No, this is not, these links are not trackable. This is more what you're going to use if you're doing like a big campaign in your email that goes out to everyone. Your link in bio is really what this was especially good for, is a link in bio. Putting your Zoom link on something, there's no tracking on this. Tracking is only the share with tracking that we showed you last week.
A link in bio, you couldn't even track that anyway. So that's the point. Okay. Got it.
Anywhere where you aren't sending this out on an individual basis, like if I wanted to put something on my stories, a link in my stories that lead to something, I would want a pretty link. I wouldn't want a long link, right? I would want something.
Yeah. Okay.
Felicia?
Yes. So does that mean that you're not using your actual Remon link? Or like I have a website that has all my links attached, but like you're talking about, there's no tracking, so you can't see who's coming and looking, or is what I'm understanding you saying. But also like, yeah, I'm just trying to grasp.
Like use case where you would use this?
Yeah, well, how I use this and what I'm inputting effectively.
So just like you said, you have all those GoDaddy links, you're not doing anything with tracking. Those are public links that you're putting out there. Anytime you want to make a public link that's easy for people to remember. So if I'm sending an individual a message, then I want to send tracking because I want to see Judy Yonkers clicked on that video. Judy Yonkers clicked on the get started. Judy Yonkers clicked on the product. But if I want to put it in my link in bio on my social media, That's not an individual communication. I want to put it in my stories on Facebook. I want to put it in my caption in a post. I want to put it on a business card. I want to, like, if you said you have a page with all of your links, you might make that your home page and that has all those links. Anything that you were paying a GoDaddy link for, I would switch it over.
So if it was like my website and it was my full name, I would or would not put that into this program
It's up to
right
you.
here that has all those other links, including my Remon. That's where I'm a little hazy right now. Not to hold this
It's
up.
up to you.
I hope I'm asking a question that everybody else is thinking is where I'm at right now regarding this section.
I think I understand. And Felicia, I would rather, for me, I think I'd rather put this link out there than my public Ramon link, because when they go to that, there's no help, there's no education, it's just products. But
so what are you putting in there, Abby? What is the link that you're putting in? Your gem site link?
I'm going to do the share one because that is going to educate everyone. I would rather lead with this share Remon video than to lead with giving someone my website.
So what is the link that you're putting in the slug is my question. What does that say?
Oh, I just put Ramon on it.
And that's going to lead to all the shared things that you want to share then.
It will lead to whatever you've connected it to. So you can connect it to whatever that website is that has all those links on it. It's just anything saved in your ACE account, you can make a gem site link to.
Okay, there's something missing in my brain right now. So just move on and I'll get it figured out. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So Judy, to create the link, you're going to go right there to your little profile circle with your name, hit the gear, hit gem site, and then you hit the plus sign right there. And then you're going to select anything that's saved in your ACE to make a link. So if you don't have anything saved in your ACE, then there's nothing to link it to. So you want to make sure you have saved whatever it is that you want in ACE first, because you're going to have to select that to add it to here. Thank you. All right. And Kristen, I think I answered your question. Answer that okay in the chat? All right. So we're going to move on to the next thing. Next, we're going to learn how to use the scheduler. So I'm going to get out of this public collection here so I don't do that. So in your gems, make sure that you are just in your basic gems. You should see a plus sign. Whether you're on your phone or your desktop, see the plus sign, hit that, and it gives you these options. Everybody see that? You see the options when you hit the plus sign? So if you don't have a plus sign, it means you're inside the collection and you can't add to a collection you don't own. See how there's no plus sign here? If you don't see a plus sign, it means you're still inside the Remon public collection. Hit this little back arrow that's at the top. Hit the back arrow and then you're in your regular gem box. When you're in your open gem space, you should see a plus sign and it gives you these options. Give me a thumbs up if you see the options because we got a lot of no's last time. All right. Judy, how you doing? We got a... Let me stop my screen so I can see you big. Let me see what you're seeing. Okay, hit accept invite. You need to accept the invites to the collection. You don't have the collection yet. So anytime you guys see accept invite, make sure you hit accept invite. And then you should see a plus sign. Go ahead and unmute.
I've tried to accept that, but then it just goes to like, what do I want to name it? Because I spent some time on this before and...
Oh, you're on an iPad. This needs to be on a phone or a desktop. This is not iPad.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Get off the iPad. It's not optimized for iPad.
All right.
Like your phone looks really big. Felicia.
Yeah, I don't think that I went in with the Remon link originally to upload everything, and I don't see this stuff. I was watching like ACE video trainings and what have you, but I don't see the Remon stuff at all. So I'm not sure how.
Let me drop it in the collection here. You just need to make sure you put the same email that you signed up for your ACE account. It needs to be the same email. If you have more than one email, be leery of that. Remind public collection. Go ahead, put your email in this. Mine looks different because I have lots of gyms. That's right, Lori. Yours will just have Ace Academy and the Remon Public Collection. And so go ahead and hit the plus sign. When you're just sitting in there, hit the plus sign. Yep, just like that. Go ahead and hit that plus sign, Lori. We're going to pin Lori. We're going to spotlight Lori there on her phone. Go back one more time, hit the X out of that, X out of yours, Lori, so they can see where you found the plus sign. There you go. So this is what yours will look like. It'll have the Remon Public Collection Ace Academy. You're going to hit the plus sign that's at the bottom right-hand corner. When you hit it, it gives you lots of options. Thank you so much, Lori. Now we're going to hit Scheduler. So when you hit Scheduler, it is going to, let me share my screen. When you hit the plus sign, it gives you these options. We're going to hit Scheduler. Has anybody here ever used like Calendly, BookMe, any of those?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it takes quite a bit to set those up sometimes. This is going to be super simple. Once you hit the plus sign, you hit Scheduler, we're going to put in a name. So I'm going to call it Remon Demo, whatever you call it. Sip and sample, shop and see, whatever you call your appointments, whether they're in person or Zoom, different types of demo appointments, or maybe it's something to share the business opportunity with someone. So give it a name, then click on the duration box and decide how long do you want the duration to be. I'm going to say I want 1 hour. You can do 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Then you're going to decide what type of event is it going to be, a call or in person. If you don't have the Zoom option, that's just because you're not paying for your Zoom through ACE. You would just call it a call or virtual. Call is the same as a virtual appointment. It's just letting our system know if it's virtual or do you need an address. Then you're going to click on availability and you're going to turn on the days that you want to make this a time available. So I'm going to put Monday through Friday. And I've got 9 to 5, but let's say I only wanted to do 9 to 12 p.m. And then I wanted to add an evening time. So I'd hit add time frame. And I'm going to put 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And I can add as many time frames as I want or delete them. I can turn on days or turn off days. So you're just going to choose your schedule there. Hit the X when it's done. And I can see which days are highlighted. And then I can put a description. This is optional. Your time zone is automatically chosen for you. Don't click the time zone unless you want to change it, but it's automatically going to detect based on your device's location. So I could put in here, join me for a 60-minute ritual experience and see why K-Beauty and Remon are taking over the world. Whatever you want to put in here, that's what they're going to see when they click on it. So you put in the name, duration, call, will almost always be call, availability, and then a description, then hit save. Whenever you see this little calendar with a circle, that means it's a scheduler. Lori, how you doing? Good. All right, Judy, how you doing? Felicia? Okay, I'm going to let you watch the recording then, and that way you can do that. So anytime you see this calendar with a circle, that means that's a scheduler. So I'm going to click on it, and you'll see I have the same options I have with anything saved in ACE. I can share this with a specific contact if I want to see if they clicked on it. I can just grab a public link if I want to add this to a website. Do I want to add this to an email? Do I want to add it to my email signature line? I'm going to hit view because I want to see what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. It has the name that I chose, the duration, the description, and then it's synced with my calendar. And I'll show you how to do that in just a second because I know that's your next question. It's synced with my calendar and it knows based on my availability which appointments are available. And they'll just click on it, enter their information, confirm booking, and then I get an email. And when I get the email, I can confirm, yes, that's an appointment, or I can decline that and message them and say, no, that time doesn't work after all. Okay. So here's how you sync it. It is easiest on a desktop or, well, you can do it on your phone as well. It depends on which phone you have. So you're going to go to that little profile circle again. We're going to hit that little gear. And then it says calendar sync. So I'm going to show you again. You're going to hit that little profile circle with your initials. You're going to hit the gear, and then you're going to click on calendar sync. Give me a thumbs up when you're there. All right. Once I hit that, it asks me to add a calendar. You'll see mine is already active. Yours will just say add a calendar. You're going to click that. You're going to choose which type of calendar you want this to look for conflicts. So the calendar you use all the time on your device is the one you should sync, because it's going to look to make sure you don't already have something booked. So whether that's Google, iCloud, Office 365, Outlook, Exchange. Click that, and then you're going to follow the instructions. The instructions are going to be slightly different based on which calendar you're choosing. They all have their own rules. It's going to say, give Chronify permission, yes to all of it. Just keep saying yes, because basically what you're doing is you're telling Outlook or Apple or Google that you want to sync ACE's calendar to your calendar and give permission. So just keep saying yes, 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 until you're done, till it says, yay, it's finished. And if you need support with that, go ahead and drop your name in the chat, or you can go to ACE Academy actually, and there is how to sync your calendar on there. Let me find it for you. That way you can, again, it just depends on your phone. If you're Android, if you're Apple, there's all different ways, rules, permissions that need to be done. So we're going to move on past that so I can get onto teleprompter. If it's taken you a little bit, you can come back to syncing your calendar. That part's pretty quick. All right, so now we're going to talk about teleprompter and how to use it. This is going to work really good if you have a phone in your hand while you're on with me, or if you're on with me on the phone, have your desktop, because I'm going to have you make a video with me so we can practice. Okay. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is I want you to hit that plus sign again in your gym tab, because we're going to make a little script. So hit the plus sign and it gives you these options. And then hit text. Let me know when you're there. Hit the plus sign. Go back, make sure you're in your regular gym box. There should be no back arrow. That means you're in the regular box. Hit the plus sign and then hit text, because we're going to create a script. Is everybody there? I feel like I lost you guys at calendar and you guys are also trying to sync your calendar. Let's stop syncing calendar. Let's move on to the next thing.
Now I can't get out of trying to sync my calendar. That's where I'm at. I'm like in this loop trying to get out.
Do you have an iPhone? What calendar are you trying to sync it with?
Google.
Okay. Apple and iPhone don't play well together. So just go ahead and close the app down and open it back up. To worry about syncing your calendar afterwards. Just because depending on which, like I have Android and Google, it syncs so fast because they talk. If you're using Apple with an Apple calendar, it syncs so fast. Using Apple with Google, they don't play well together. All right. So if you're stuck, just close out the app and open it again, so that way we can get you in the right spot. Hit the plus sign and then hit text. I like your nails, Judy. They show up really well on camera. All right. When we hit text, it should look like this. Everybody there? You hit the plus sign, you hit text, and it looks like this. I'm going to show you one more time. Hit the plus sign. Your plus on your phone will be the bottom right-hand corner. Hit the text sign. And then we're going to type something. I want you to make a really basic script. It could say anything. We just need you to make up something for your teleprompter. So I'm going to put on here, hey, I am so excited about these new products. Click. Check this out. Make it short. I'm going to put Riemann demo script. You're still looping in Google. Get out of Google. Are you on an iPhone with Google, Abby?
I'm literally like Xing it out, closing the app down, and then I reopen the app and it's bringing me back to the same screen
I
not
don't
the
know what it
beginning
is
of
about Apple and
ACE.
Google calendars does not like each other. They do not play well with each other on the sync. I'm going to have you hop on your desktop then, Abby. Go to app.ace.cc. So I want to get you guys to the texting, to the script. All right. Everybody there? Okay, you made your fake script. It could literally be the ABCs, doesn't matter what it is. You're going to hit save. Just remember what you called it. Well, you don't have that many gems, so it probably will be simple. So you're going to pull that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a video and you're going to play the teleprompter. I'm not going to be able to show you the teleprompter on my screen because I'm using my screen for Zoom, which is why this has to be on a different device. But you should see this if you saved it. You should see a little scroll with T on it. That's how you know you saved this script. You see that? How you doing, Lori? You don't see the script you saved? Okay, hit the plus sign, hit text, type something. Make sure you give it a title or it won't save, you guys, and then hit the save button. You have to give it a title or it won't save. That's the same for anything in ACE. You have to give it a title.
Yeah, that was the problem. I don't think we gave it the title.
All right, so everybody got it? Okay, so now we're gonna do, so you're gonna hit the plus sign. Everything at ACE starts with a plus sign. Hit the plus sign again. The plus sign is gonna be your best friend. We're gonna hit video. We're gonna make a video using the teleprompter. Give it a title first. So give it a title. I'm going to call mine Remon Demo. You can call yours whatever you want, practice, whatever. And then it's going to ask you to select or record a video. When you do that, it gives you two choices. I can pick a video that I already have, or I can record a video. Obviously, if you want to use the teleprompter, you want to hit record a video so you can use the teleprompter. So I'm going to go back and make sure that we haven't lost anybody. You're going to hit the plus sign. If you're on your phone, it's the bottom right corner. If you're on your desktop, it's the top right corner. You're going to choose video. You have to give it a name. And then you're going to hit this bar that says tap to select or record a video. You're going to hit record video. And I'm going to switch to show you the teleprompter video because I'm not going to be able to show you while I'm on my phone. I mean, while I'm on my desktop, because I'm using my desktop for you guys. So here we go. Hold on.
Recording videos can be fun. I sure enjoy it. So when you read the script, it looks like you are looking into the camera. Pretty nifty. To utilize the ACE teleprompter, I must first create a text gem that I can use as a script. For this.
Okay, so everybody's created their text gem, right? Their script. So we're going to fast forward through that part. This video is right there, by the way, and he walks you through everything you need to do to go back through this. It's all saved in your ACE Academy, so you don't have to worry.
The Gems tab, select Video, and choose the Record Video option. You may remember the three icons at the bottom of the screen.
So you should all be here. Is this what you're seeing on your device now? All right.
Selecting the one on the right leads to the Gem tab where I can select the.
So hit that Gem tab. Hit that little diamond. And then it's going to give you the option to choose the text you just
The
did.
Gem tab where I can select the text gem I just created. Now back at the Record a Video screen, I can edit the size of the teleprompter text and the speed at which it will scroll by.
So before you hit the red button to record, decide, is the font big enough for you? How fast do you want it to go? I do tend to speak fast, so I make mine really fast. You can make yours really slow. You can make it giant. You can make it smaller. Choose your speed and your size.
With just a little practice, most will be able to find the ideal combination of text size and scroll speed for them. Once I have the settings I want, I can hit the record button and begin delivering lines. Just like with other recorded videos, once.
All right, so now everybody's going to start recording. Hopefully you're muted so that I want you to actually use it so you can see it scroll through. Go ahead and hit the red record button so that the script just plays, that script that you made plays. All right. How'd that work for you, Judy? Work good? You're welcome. All right, Abby, I got a thumbs up from you. All right. And that's
Once I
really
am
it, you
finished
guys.
recording, I hit the red square and review my recording. If I like it,
You can decide, yep, you love it, or you can hit retake and it will load that teleprompter script all over again. You don't have to go through all the steps again. It'll just start the teleprompter. So it really is making the script first and then hitting record. So I'm going to remind you again, it's the plus sign, video, record, and then choosing the script. So this is a really great way for you to make scripts for your people because they may not be as comfortable as you. You can have a script already made and share it with them in their ACE account. So that way they have, and you say, okay, we're going to all make the same video talking about the new product line or the new opportunity bundle or whatever it is, the promo for the month, and then have those scripts. You guys can share scripts amongst each other that you can utilize. And this works. And then once the video is made, you can download a video. So I'm going to show you what to do with that. So if I have a video here that I made, I can see how when I click on, I have the option to download the video. Once you have a video saved, you can download the video and then I can use that video to make a reel out of it, to put it on TikTok, or I can make it interactive, which is what we'll talk about next week on our training. We'll show you how to take a video. So what I would love is for you to use your teleprompter, make a video you actually really like. And next week, I'm going to show you how to add buttons and all of that to it. Kristen, you're probably going to already know how to add buttons by next week. You'll have played with it based on the speed of your comments when you're like, okay, got it. I'm ready for the next thing. Those of you that if you want to take it slow, just your only homework this week, record a video. So that way we can show you how to add buttons to it next week. All right. So you know how to share with tracking activity. The most important part, if you don't, go back to last week's video. Also, you can just pop into the Remon collection and do the watch first. This tells you how to share it. You know how to now create your own gym site so you can have your own branded subdomain. You also know how to use the teleprompter. And because we taught you how to create a script, that's how you can create anything. You can use that text gym to make text messages that you use over and over again, email templates, scripts for anything and everything, things that people will drop and use on their keyboard, just like they were used to using with their old content keyboard. Any questions on these three things? Yeah, Abby?
So if we create a script for our team and we want to get it out to everyone, how would we do that easiest? And how do they accept it to get it into their folder?
So the easiest thing to do is to hit the plus sign. Everything starts with a plus sign. You guys, by the time we're done with these on boards, you're gonna be so tired of me saying, hit the plus sign, hit collection. And I would make a collection with the name of my team. So what's the name of your team, Abby?
Team Legacy.
Team what?
Legacy.
Oh, Legacy. Team Legacy. I would make a collection named Team Legacy. It's going to default to no collection. That's what you want. Hit, and you can put a little icon here. Hit the plus sign and put an icon if you want. And then I'm going to hit save. And now it's asking me to make stuff. Everything that I make in here, I can then share this folder. Just like you guys all have the Remon public collection, I can share it. So I'm going to hit those three dots, hit share, and then I can decide to allow cloning. Anyone with link can view. These are the two most. If I don't want anyone to be able to get it, they have to be personally invited by me. I'm going to turn that off. Most of the time, you don't care if your team is sharing your stuff with the other team members. So then, or I can invite them personally with their email to it. But anything I make in here, they'll be able to see in real time. As soon as I put it in here, it's loaded in there. So scripts, videos, PDFs, social media posts, any of those things.
But I would need to take the link, go put it like in our team page, and then they click on the link. And then how did they get that collection in their ACEs?
The same way I shared the link with you guys in the chat and they put their email in, as long as they put the same email they log in ACE, it will show up and it'll say accept invite, just like you guys did with your Remon collection. And you can share individual things as well. So let's say someone didn't have ACE and I wanted to share a text with them. Anything I have, I would share it just as if I was sharing with a customer. I would just hit share public link and give it to them and say, here's the script. And then they can do the old fashioned copy, paste, save it in their notes on their phone. So they don't have to have an ACE account to share, for you to share with them. Kristen?
Hey, yeah, so I have a question, and I think you already covered this last week, but, or maybe you have a suggestion. In order to create a contact, you have to collect the person's phone number or email, right? No. Did I miss that on this?
To
Okay.
create a contact, I can just I just actually wiped all mine because I'm in the middle of this merger with the dev, so I can't show you on mine. Oh, never mind. Engineering got me hooked up. I can hit plus. The only thing that's required is first name.
The name. Okay, that's right.
That's it.
So, but then you take that link and you send it to them.
Yeah.
And then it's still trackable even if you don't have the phone number or the email?
Yeah. So as
Okay.
long as it has a first name, as long as I hit share with contact and pull their name up, it saves that link. It's saved to their name. It's not saved
Got
to
it.
a
Yeah.
medium of.
Okay. So what would be the benefit to at some point have their, besides for contact, is there a benefit to trying to collect
All the
phone,
information.
email?
Yeah, here's why, because it gets really good. We haven't even gone into how to
And
use
that's
the
okay. We can do
So
that.
the CRM, when this is open on my phone, because I have all of his information, I can open WhatsApp straight from ACE. I can open and make a phone call, an email, project broadcast messenger, Facebook straight from my ACE, share my gems that way, very simply. And all of my AI is updated here. I can create reports and funnels and all of that. So
Cool. Okay. So I was also going to share really quickly. I had my first big sale that was much bigger because of ACE. I had yeah, and it wasn't a custom link. It was my public link that I was just playing around with. But my customer, Andrea, it was like 4 months ago that we communicated, and she recently saw that link, and what she was going to buy was like the $100 travel kit. Well, she told me that she grabbed that link and went browsing and decided to order her own ideas. It'll be great, but like $400. And so that was really cool. I mean, just the ability for them to like scroll through options with no pressure and not me saying, try this, look at this. She just sat there on the app, or not the app, but through the
the
link.
page.
Yeah, so it's really cool. Because I actually asked her, I wondered if it was the ACE link, because I just been kind of throwing it around to see what happens. And she said, yeah, click that link and watch all the stuff. So that was really cool.
Oh, I love that, Kristen. And
Yeah.
that really is what feels different, I think, with ACE. That's what the populations we're seeing have the best results are doing exactly that. They're putting it out there. It feels almost like they're on a TikTok meets shopping without them needing to be on this live Zoom. And we haven't even shown you how to like make the first cover video personal with your own face yet. Just using it as is. We see lots more engagement because there's more stuff for them to browse. It feels like they're scrolling, but they're staying in your ecosystem while they're scrolling. Thank you for sharing that. That's exciting. We want to see more and more of that for you guys to be able to really take this and make it even better. I always say what we give you, what we build with your leaders at the beginning is literally just the template. It's just the starting point. If you get into this and start playing with it, by the time we're done with the 4th week and you know how to make all those pages all your own and interactive videos, you guys are going to come up with so much better stuff because you're the ones selling the product, building your teams in the field. You're going to find so many cool ways. And I know you guys are international. Can you imagine a cover video that says, hey, do you want this in English or Spanish or Korean? And they click, and then it takes them through a separate video funnel, a separate funnel. You really can use this in so many ways. Don't be afraid to play around with it. You're not going to break it. You're not going to accidentally ruin it. The engineers break it every day, so you don't have to.
I want to share too. This morning I had shared my ACE link with a customer who had ordered makeup, and I just said, hey, I know you were wanting to also learn about the skincare. Here's a great information on it. And she came back there 30 minutes later, and I had already gotten a notification, and she said, oh, thanks, that was awesome. I shared it with my daughter. And I looked at my notifications and see she clicked on it, and I saw she shared the link with someone else. So that's amazing. It made it easy for her to just share it with her daughter. So I loved seeing that.
Right. And you guys imagine when you put a gym site on that. So then it becomes part of your link in bio. When you can have the share Riemann on your Instagram or on your TikTok as your link in bio, and they can run through that whole funnel without you even needing anything. And you could make a contact that says Instagram profile, TikTok profile. So that way you'll know, you won't know who it is, but you'll at least get notifications when people are using your link in bio on Instagram. We have one user, she has over 70,000 views on her videos on average on YouTube. She created a share tracking on ACE called YouTube videos. And then she gets notifications so that she knows what's converting the highest on her YouTube versus her Instagram audience as well, because she has all that information there. All right. Well, that wraps up this. Next week, we're going to be taking any video you've saved, just upload any video, doesn't matter what. But it'd be great if it's a video you actually want to use, because we're going to be teaching you how to add interactive buttons, how to get the timing, change the timing on it, add buttons, add pictures that turn into buttons, and turn anything on your video into a button. Sound good? And don't be afraid to jump on ACE Academy, watch all those little videos, go through them slow, pause, slow it down, rewind. Don't feel like you're deficient or get overwhelmed if there's certain things that take you longer to learn and some things you pick up really easy. That's why there's over 100 videos, little short 1 to 2 minute videos, all made for all the different things. It does a lot. Or if you only used it for one thing, like Felicia said, this time next year, she won't have to pay for all the GoDaddies. If that's all she used with the gym site, it'd be worth the $20 just on that. So if you're just using one thing, you're going to get value out of it, but be patient with yourself. A lot of us have been in this industry, in this space a long time. We've learned a lot of things over the last 1, 2, or 3 decades. Be patient with yourself. Don't feel overwhelmed. Just learn the share tracking. Everything else, you can build on that. If you didn't figure out teleprompter today, don't be frustrated. You've made videos without teleprompter. You'll learn it later. It's not important. All right. Okay. We'll see you guys next week. Same time, right?
Thank you so much.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
ladies.
Okay. Bye-bye.